Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ward. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the timing just a hair off. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. He's got it. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score Arizona State 14, Miami 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll turn to Martinez. They get him on the ground and... head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 21, Miami 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll put the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads it left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve. Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense set on first down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. block better? How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers, and they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go on the other.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! He'll try to tack on one more.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs it for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They move the tight end all over. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket and knocking that ball down.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Murphy. He's got his man. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It's complete to the left. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden,
running toward the tape. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after you.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
14, Arizona State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
Just keeps moving. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. So he recovers his own fumble, but they will have to turn it over on downs.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think can play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something.
All kinds of running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
They'll try the run. Discards a man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Powers through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Blue Devils are marching down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
They're trying to get to him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. Like, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and 1.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arizona State 17, Duke 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They've got the lead here in the 4th. Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he breaks into the open.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
And the Sun Devils look to do some damage in the red zone.
Black 24, 42 Spider, 4-2 Spider.
Calls his own number. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd touchdown, Arizona State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying play action. Fires left. Got his man. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll come out throwing on first down. Still looking on the move. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big.
Welcome, everyone, to Deutsch L. Perry Stadium, home of the Bowling Green Falcons, where the fans have been prepping and fired up since early in the day for this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay.
12.
They bring him down at the 12-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking for space, it's Stewart. Not much there, they'll give him one to the 14.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to pass, it's Bazelak. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Stewart. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Gets it out fast. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Falcons are flying down the field. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
To the air, it's Bazelak. Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Ready to fire from the pistol.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using the quick game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. That out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And first down for the offense.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first.
And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And stampeding through the defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Bowling Green 0.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Back to pass, it's Bazelak. Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
And the pass hits. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to go up top on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
14, Bowling Green 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive is
Looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Got some room to run. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Trying to find his man on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push him upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense
going to take a shot at this DB. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
all over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that.
The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense getting set for first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Catch in the middle, it's Bernard. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. Oh, the pirouette. He's got room. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown time. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Ringo. 29 Philly.
Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man enough for the first. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arizona State 14, Alabama 6.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Convoy, pound 55 wheat.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Fire.
Red pass, it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
Hit the gas, kid! Just plowing down the field. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out.
Afterburners coming. The 30. At the 20. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard. but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Coming up, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with this one.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll test the right side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? Wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Throws for the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Scatterbo. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Got it past the marker. Giving him his pass. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to get to him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. You have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arizona State 28, Alabama.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead if they clean up the air.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Extending the play. And they'll knock him down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Touchdown, Bama! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Number 26.
Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Trying to surge it in. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Miller. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. Touchdown Tide. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Arizona State, 28.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Scatterbo. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 32, Arizona State 28.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Here we go.
They want to run this quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Slide 22.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Okay, ready?
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here.
Lasso.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Got it.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this This game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense. And it's picked off for the third time today. No room. On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. He's going to take off. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Running with power. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Caught over the middle. It's Lacy. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. He's going to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it, Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Second and short now after that completion. Takes the handoff. It's Scatterbo. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Scatterbo. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
LSU lining up first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and I just...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and click it early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Scatterbo. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!